It can be hard to teach your kids about how their emotions can affect their actions and attitudes. Sometimes it is the smallest thing that can make us angry and react in unkind ways. What Should Dragon Do follows Dragon and her 2 roommates as they navigate the everyday irritations of living together. Dragon responds in anger when things don't always go her way. Through question and answer, kids learn how to choose patience and kindness and how to make better choices. Written by Stephanie Webb with beautiful and colorful illustrations by Kids Art, What Should Dragon Do will make you laugh as you read about Dragon and her adventures with her friends. What Should Dragon Do can be ordered online through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Chapters Indigo, or directly from the publisher at friesenpress.com. It is also available as an audiobook on Audible.
Go ahead. Bum, 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 bum.
There ain't no song, there are no words to The Simpsons.
You ruined it. I was going to say, if you don't know what that's from, there's something wrong with you. Welcome to Sparrows Under Review. Today we are going to talk about The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episodes. And you can judge me for how I say horror. I don't care.
And I thank the Lord that you did all that because, listen, everybody knows that I chop up words and I make things to however I want them to be. For some reason, I can't even put in my mind to say that about the Simpsons Halloween episodes.
And basically that's all they are, and that's okay.
Right. Usually, about the 4th or 5th episode of each new season, starting with the second season.
I'm pretty sure they usually put it around Halloween.
Yeah.
They put it out sometime in the month of October.
But their season usually starts in September.
It varies. Because sometimes I've seen them there at the end of the season, and some of them I've seen them at the beginning. Like season 1, there wasn't a Treehouse of Horror.
Right.
So what we did last night, we watched the first episode of Treehouse of Horror, and then we also watched the last episode. We've seen them all, as we are avid watchers and collectors of Simpsons
since 1988.
Memorabilia. What is with these big words today?
They just want to be chopped up.
I know. So the first one we watched is one that I laughed and I enjoyed the entire episode.
Yes, I did too. And just to add in a little bit, coming from me, everybody knows that everything has to do with sensory with me. Watching the animation on this first one, knowing that this was only the second season of it, it was amazing to me because I was able finally to see that you could tell the influence of the people that make Rugrats, how that animation for Rugrats was set out, because I could actually see it in that episode. And the way that the camera spun around and they restored that episode, I want to give a big shout out to whoever did all that, because it made that really enjoyable for me before we go any further with anything else.
Right. So in the first episode, you have parodies of Poltergeist and the Amityville Horror, To Serve Man, and The Raven.
Yes.
So I don't know. I think I enjoyed the Raven part the best.
Yes.
Because you have Bart's character as the Raven, and Homer is your Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. And I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed it. And coming to the end of the episode, after the story's told, Marge comes up and gets them, and they're all going to bed. And you have Homer, like, oh my gosh, at the end of the episode. Like, he's scared of the stories that they told.
Oh, yeah.
And I enjoyed that so much. Now, let's go to the last episode.
All right, before we get there, let me throw this in there.
Yes.
And we had to deal with the aliens. The aliens, we don't know if the aliens...
that was the first time that they came on,
yeah,
right?
And we didn't know if the aliens were going to eat them or not eat them because the book did too much foretelling. Crazy thing in this episode, the first one, if you looked at some of the tombstones, it showed different people and different things. And if you slow it down, you can pay attention to certain things and certain people that have passed away. I noticed that. I was like, wow, the Simpsons foretell way too much.
Right.
Only
And that's another story we'll have to get to at another time. But I'm glad that you bring that up, because there's a lot of things that people talk about that, oh, The Simpsons predicted that.
Yeah. So
Yep.
that was one.
Yep. Anything else about the first episode?
It's just the way that the aliens, how they treated the Simpsons. Like them in the house that decided that they didn't want to be part of the Simpsons showed that the Simpsons were way worse than the evils that were going to take them out.
Right.
The evils decided that, hey, we don't want part of this. And what I liked about the aliens, they were so civil and they were so majestic in how they talk. They talk like this. And they were talking about giving them the whole world. And
they're not speaking English. They're speaking their language, but it is exactly the same as English.
Yes.
I did enjoy that part.
Yeah, so that was really good there. And those aliens led to later on stuff. And we even played a video game together with the aliens in it.
Yeah. And that's one thing I will say about The Simpsons. I love rewatching them. I don't care if I've seen it a million times. If I have watched everything up on TV, anything that I have saved. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of fighting off my cold here still. So if you hear any extraness, just ignore it, please. So I enjoy rewatching them. It's not something I'm going to pick up every single day just to watch The Simpsons. But like I said, if I've watched everything else already, The Simpsons is something that I would restart again.
Yeah, and one thing I'll say about The Simpsons, I watch a Simpsons movie once a month.
Right.
Somewhere in my month, if I'm here on the road, wherever, I watch it once a month.
Yeah, and it's something that we can play in the background, even if we're just talking, because I like to have background noise. And we don't always agree on music that we want to hear in the background, because sometimes I like to go full country and you like to go full rap, and we're just not all there for each other.
Full R&B.
Whatever. You throw in some hardcore rap with the bad words that I don't like to hear. And The Simpsons is something we can agree on and never disagree.
Right. And anybody that disagrees with us on The Simpsons, we just don't fuck with you straight up. Because, this is one thing I got to do.
And you're allowed to dislike it. That's okay. But just don't tell me you don't like it.
Yeah, just don't tell me you don't like it. Yeah, because this is one thing. The Simpsons are just like McDonald's. Love it or hate it, it's going to be here. It's been around. It's not going nowhere. Because if it was going somewhere, it would have already been taken care of. I hate to say it, but we even got signs hanging up in our room.
And you have started a new collection. So what is this collection called? For anybody out there that might have these pieces, or you come across these pieces cheap. Yeah, because I'm thrifty.
We'll definitely buy them from you. The World of Springfield.
Okay.
Toys that were made by Playmates in the middle of the 2000s and stuff. And it introduced practically almost all the characters in certain iterations.
Okay.
And some are rare, some are not rare. But, certain people that have passed away that have played characters like Phil Hartman played Troy McClure.
Okay.
And stuff like that to get that toy.
Yeah.
And you can put these on these dashes and they make sounds.
Okay.
Yeah, they have interactive areas so each person can make a sound. So that's the crazy thing there about those. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into that next episode.
Oh, so the final, most recent episode that has aired is called, I'm bad at Roman numerals, so excuse me while I say this. XXXIII.
33? Yeah.
Is that 33? Okay. So, the Pookadook, the Death Tomes, and Simpsons World. I enjoyed the Pookadook, which is the Babadook?
Yeah, that was the
one.
As
a parody of Babadook?
Yeah, something like that.
I enjoyed that.
That was the best one.
Yep.
The other one, that Death
Tones, which is based off of Death Note. I didn't like that.
Yeah, that was based off of anime Death Note, and I was like, why? I mean, I understand how popular all the anime stuff is, but there was other scary stuff that they could have used, and they followed it to a T.
But being the 33rd episode, sometimes you're going to have to pick something, a parody as something that everybody's not going to enjoy. And that's fine. I mean, it was still well done, and I enjoyed it. but I didn't enjoy it as much as I did the first episode.
Right.
But, it's still The Simpsons, so.
And animation-wise, you can see a jump in it. Like,
yeah.
Watching that. And,
right.
And I haven't, and to be honest with everybody, I have not been watching The Simpsons over the last 4 years.
Right. I've seen all of the episodes up current. You haven't.
The last episode I seen was with them and Family Guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
And it's not that I don't want to watch the new stuff. I'm just waiting for it all to come out, and then I'll binge it one day. Like I do everything else.
Right. And so this episode wasn't that memorable for me or I must have turned it off after the Death Note part because I don't remember the Simpsons World, which is a parody of Westworld. Because at the end of that, if you haven't watched it, you can either pause and go watch it or just be prepared for the spoilers. At the end, it zooms out and they're leaving the Simpsons world and they end up in Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
And then everything like pans out and you see all of the different worlds. And I think that is cool. I enjoyed that part.
Unless that was part of Westworld, I don't know.
Right. I mean, that's it. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, but that was cool to have that Bob's Burger parody because we've never had anything to associate with them.
Right.
So that was cool for me
like
too.
Like it's saying, hey, all of your animations can be found on Hulu. Shout out to Hulu.
Yeah, and basically showing that in the community they're still all friends.
Right.
Like there's no animosity.
Right.
Because your show does this or does that.
Yep. Now, it does show, and you can find all of this information on Wikipedia. Unfortunately, we're not sponsored by anybody yet, but if Hulu and Wikipedia would like to reach out to us, anybody out there that works for them and you know how to get in contact, let us know, because we do talk about you guys all the time, and we would love to put your links in the bottom of our show notes if you would like to be a part of Sparrows Under Review.
So true, so true.
So episode... Wait, that don't make sense. There might have been...
We may have missed something.
Well, no. What I'm saying is there might have been 2 Treehouse of Horror episodes in season 34.
Oh.
Because it gives me one that says Not It. And then it says 33.
You know what? I seen Not It was above it, and we didn't watch it because it was creepy. It had like this dude with his eyes like this, looking out.
Yeah.
And
it's
I seen it
in It Chapter 2.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
So we didn't watch the one at the very top.
Right. But it was a different episode.
Yeah, and it
so
did look
that's
like it counted towards the treehouse stuff.
Right. I didn't notice that until now.
Okay.
But it's always fun going back and looking at these things and reading about the episode. Because sometimes you'll watch the episode and you'll miss smaller important things that someone else might have caught. So I enjoy doing that stuff. That's why I like Wikipedia.
Right. And one thing I'll say about the Simpsons, they have replay value. Mm-hmm. It's one of the only shows that I can actually say. Now I know you can say about Grey's Anatomy and different stuff like that, but Simpsons, for being a 30-minute show, it's something that I can quick get out the way real fast. And it doesn't matter what episode I throw on.
Right. Well, those of us with short attention spans, it's good as, like you said, quick filler episodes. Because most of them have, like, different segments within it. Usually it's 2 to 3 different stories, sometimes 4, tossed in an episode. So I enjoy how they do that.
Yeah, nothing bad about that at all.
Now, The Simpsons lately, so let's throw in there, like on our previous episode that we talked about Futurama. The last episodes of The Simpsons were kind of out there. I'm going to have to get you to watch them with me this most recent season, so that way I can show you what's going on.
Right, and I'm going to have to watch Family Guy also, because I heard stories about Meg having a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You told me that, I think, and I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah, somebody sent me something on TikTok, keeping me updated. But yeah, to round it up for me on this, the first episode of this was
Hands
amazing.
down the best.
Was the best?
Between the two.
Between the two. I want to say it was either episode 12 or 14 that, for my tally, was one of the better episodes. But going back and forth, next year we'll have some more stuff to follow along with this, because cool thing about this Treehouse stuff is that you could literally talk about this for years.
Right. So I'm going to read the last insert here on Wikipedia. And like I said, you can find this on the internet. It says, as of 2022, there are 33 Treehouse of Horror episodes, with one airing every year. The 34th season marked the first time 2 Treehouse of Horror specials were aired, with one episode being a single story and another featuring 3 segments. The 31st season included a Thanksgiving-themed spinoff, Thanksgiving of Horror. They are known for being more violent than an average Simpsons episode and contain several different trademarks, including the alien characters, Kang and Kodos, or
Kronos or something like that.
It's Kodos. Mm-hmm. So however you pronounce that, I apologize. I don't think they said his name last night. Who have appeared in every episode quite often. Have appeared in every episode. Quite often, the segments will parody well-known movies, books, radio shows, and television shows. The Twilight Zone has been parodied quite often and has served as the inspiration of numerous segments.
Okay.
So like I said, I recommend you going out and watching The Simpsons if you have not watched any of them yet. I believe you can probably find all of the Treehouse of Horror ones in one place on, I don't know, maybe YouTube or something.
And
but
Disney Plus.
Well, yeah, but you can't sort them out like that, can you?
Yeah, it's weird.
Is it now?
Yeah,
Probably.
you can sort it. And it was like, from my phone, when I looked it up on my phone, it tied me right to it in all the episodes through what I looked up.
Okay, that's cool.
But
like, especially in your spooky months, like October.
Yeah, but
like, that'd be something cool to do next weekend, maybe.
But the crazy thing was that I couldn't, like, natively, just like from my Xbox, I couldn't find it that way.
Oh, okay.
So once I did it and I clicked through the link and I sent it, to my device, it was fine.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that was really cool. Like, just finding something like that, I was like, there's deeper searches than what I think.
Yeah. Okay. So it kind of ties into my request for Hulu to allow you to create a playlist.
Right, you should be able to.
Yes, exactly. Because I want to enjoy Grey's Anatomy and Station 19 and Private Practice as a whole. I want to watch them in date release order, instead of having to jump between 3 different shows.
Right, I must make your own television schedule.
Yeah, let me do that. Or Chicago Med, Fire and PD. I would love to sit down and watch all of those, but I can't do it on a streaming service because I have no idea what their release order is. I'm going to have to purchase all of them and put them in on a drive or something, so that way I can sort them in whatever order I want.
Yeah, and get them. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because that's how I do my Duckman.
Yeah.
It just,
Yep.
got to play it out that way. So either way, I'm JR.
And I'm Stacey. We want to thank you for taking the time to listen to us. Don't forget, follow us on any platform that you can find, whatever you're listening to. Like, share, follow. Anything that helps us out is appreciated.
Hey, consider this your invitation to the inaugural Mountain Craft Film Festival. Films, movies, motion pictures, whatever you call them. They're coming to Clarksburg, West Virginia this coming September 29th and 30th. 4 feature-length films by local filmmakers, as well as countless short films from Appalachia for Appalachia. Not to mention food trucks, artisanal vendors, networking opportunities, an immersive virtual reality experience, and much, much more. All under the roof of the beautiful historic Robinson Grand Performing Arts Center. Purchase passes now at mtncraft.com/film festival. Sign up for our newsletter to stay up to date with festival news. And don't miss out on a single story these voices have to tell. Sorry.